You know what this means.
Is this night out video? Okay, good evening. If you've been with us a while, you'll have noticed from Pete's shirt that we are doing a night out in Edinburgh. This one's starting a bit classier than our normal ones.
Cheers.
Because we are staying at the Virgin Hotel here in Edinburgh and we're having dinner downstairs in their fine dining restaurant called Commons Club. We haven't had any food yet, we've just ordered our drinks, but they do have something on the menu called a Hustler's Negroni.
So you in for the Hustler's Gamble?
Where you literally roll the dice.
Bit of mystery.
To see what kind of gin, what kind of vermouth, and what kind of Campari or bitters goes into it. And our lovely waiter said,
you can have one of the most amazing Negronis having ever made, not even tried before.
Yeah.
Or you can have the...
I mean, it can't be that bad. This is for my gin.
Exactly. I mean, you can throw 3 dices at a time or 1 by 1. That's
I want to go 1 by 1.
To you.
1 by 1, so keep it even. Okay, so the gin is a 1.
1, so we are gonna Hendrix.
Hendrix, I like Hendrix. Then we've got 2.
So for the second, we go martini.
Okay, I mean that's relatively classic.
So far it's kind of okay.
And then for the vermouth. 1.
Number 1, we go for martini rosso.
I mean this feels pretty classic, no? It's okay.
If you like, we can go back again.
No, I rolled it.
But normally is what we suggest to go for it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
By the way, we started with a glass of actual champagne, which also makes this an unusual night out for us. So.
Wait, what's that behind your shoulder?
Coming soon.
Normally it would be, our house gin is Hendrix.
Okay.
So it's normally Hendrix, and then being Campari is normally the... Yeah. Are you a big Negroni fan?
I like Negronis, but I'm not an expert by any stretch. Moment of truth. It's fine. It's good. The thing is I don't think I drink a Negroni with like Hendrix. I drink like pretty cheap gin. So to me that tastes good. They said Hendrix is their house gin. And so the only difference it would be Campari. Whatever's in here is like less bitter than Campari, so it's actually quite refreshing. I swear this night out video is going to commence soon, but right now we just got a lesson in Iberico pork and how it should make your mouth water and how the last 60 days of their life they're like fed whatever they want and they're cooked.
No, they're just fed on acorns.
Just acorns, sorry, that's what I mean. As much acorns as they
Just acorns.
Anyway, it's
very strict.
Y'all, it's so good.
Good thing we've got a babysitter, isn't it?
What can I get for you?
What should we be drinking in here?
In here, cask ales.
Cask ales. So that's,
Anything off the hand taps, none of these, they're all cakes.
so like these guys over there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
My favourite cask ale we have on typically would be the Jarl. I think the Nomad that we've got on right now is really good.
Let's do, no, I feel like a nomad right now. So
do a yarn. So let's do.
one you're all one. Can we do halves?
Yeah,
Is that
absolutely.
allowed? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Cheers, guys.
So this is on purpose.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna top it up.
Could I sound more American if I tried?
Well, it's not necessarily American. Just uneducated
ignorant.
about it. Yeah. Exactly.
It's one and the same. Let's be real.
Cheers, Steph.
Cheers.
We probably should wait for that to settle. Sorry. Now we're at Kay's Bar, which is, I mean, perfect little pub. I mean, it's awesome. Like, such a great atmosphere in here. Zero music, zero TV screens. It's just the place. The guys behind the bar are very, very friendly. Have been very, very kind to us in our bumbling along. And I mean, this is just like, this is what you want in a pub. We're drinking some ales, real cask ales.
Wait, but you still haven't answered. The second best pub in Edinburgh is.
I'm good to know. So do you want another pub that is like
A wee bit here and there.
older style and presentation?
Anything with like character.
Cumberland Bar, maybe.
Cumberland Bar.
That's when, how late does the Cumberland stay open today? Do you know?
Not later than here.
Not later than here. Yeah.
How late does it stay open?
11.
11. Okay. Is there anywhere?
The St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
Yeah.
That's
St. Vincent
Vinny's.
Vinny? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was on my list.
That's open until midnight, I think.
Okay. Is there anywhere? I read that
next street.
Sandy Bell had music.
Pardon?
Sandy Bell had like folk music.
Yeah, maybe not on a Wednesday.
Maybe not on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Irish music.
Oh, it's Irish music.
Kitty O'Shea's. Great place.
Somehow I don't believe you.
No, I think he's legit.
Thistle Street, I love it.
Okay. What do you call it when you like order whiskey with your beer?
I wouldn't
No.
give it a name.
But is that like a thing you order? Like
Yeah,
what?
so it's quite typical for someone's having a whiskey to have like a hash alongside it.
Okay. So that's what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I
Some people sort of
Do you want to be on the video?
We've got a Data Protection Act. Is this a live here? Right. The Data Protection Act. I want to. You have to blur out.
Yeah.
Drinks with off.
This guy was a guitarist. He's actually quite famous.
I'm a bit sensitive.
Okay.
So that means you stop.
You guys, I usually subtitle this, but I can't do that for the Scottish accent. Like it's not possible. I have to subtitle these.
Hey guys, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
It's almost like a private dining room or something then.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hey guys. To sign something. A disclaimer.
You get in touch with us, alright?
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Have a good night.
Bye.
See you. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.
Cheers. That's what he said.
Yeah. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, what a pub. Hey, if you come into Edinburgh, and I think quite a few tourists do already, but that place.
There are none in there currently. So that was our first pub of the evening. It's almost 10 p.m. I don't know how many will make it to, but can 100% without a doubt, 10 out of 10 recommend that place. Scott and Bruce are both 20 something years old, under 22. So helpful and lovely. Recommended a scotch for my dad to bring him home.
The idea was because it's from Islay, it's gonna have like a lot more peat to it. It's a lot more burn. It's a bit more unique than the rest of the whiskies.
Okay.
It's supposed to be very aggressive whiskey to drink. So it's a culture of whiskey making that's quite unique to the island.
And they recommended our next bar, which I think is like 300 meters that way.
And Scott's gonna be running that place in a few years' time. Like he's gonna be.
Yeah, Bruce, you're lovely, but Scott's gonna be your boss.
In addition to my night out shirt, I like to have a clean shave before we hit the town.
And recently, my old shaver that I didn't actually really love that much broke. Then I learned about Manscaped. The things that I love about this Manscaped beard hedger are the fact that you have this one head that has 20 adjustable lengths. So you don't have to carry around all these gubbins. It's waterproof, as you've just seen, and then it also has a USB charger, which is great for traveling. And the best part about Manscaped is they partner with the Testicular Cancer Society to encourage early detection and self-screening to protect yourself against cancer risk. So don't take my word for it, go check it out. Get 20% off and free international shipping at manscaped.com. Use our code, it's STEPNPETE. Now, back to the video. You won't believe how long this took me to film this, because it took about freaking 45 minutes and Steph's nearly gonna break up with me. Bye.
So we weren't gonna go to Glasgow on this trip, and we did. That was literally somebody's bedroom, because we wanted to like split up the journey. And then we've come to Edinburgh, which is gorgeous, one of the most gorgeous, beautiful European cities I've seen. But it's really quite touristy. And an unexpected sort of discovery of this trip is, I think, with the very limited amount I've seen of both places, like I'm kind of more interested in Glasgow just because Edinburgh can be so touristy. That pub, even though I think it gets a fair number of tourists, we are like in a massively residential area right now. I mean, look at it. Like, I'm talking your ear off and you haven't heard any street noise. So that's another reason I would recommend that spot, is because Edinburgh feels like one of those cities where the tourists all like congregate in a very dense small area, and we are currently not in that area.
You're early.
What's your name?
Vinny.
Vinny.
Yeah.
The name of this
As in the pub, yeah. It's a coincidence. I'm not the owner, I wish. One day.
One day. So we were just at the last pub and we asked them why, if it was Scottish to order a whiskey with a beer, because all the old men were doing that. We were at Kay's and they didn't know the name for it. I just came here and I asked Vinny what I should have, and he said we should have a single malt with a Scottish beer. And I said, what is that called? And he said a true Scotch. So I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Oh, what should I do?
I don't want to spend like $1 million, but like I want a decent whiskey and then a decent beer.
A decent whiskey and a decent beer. Cool. I'm gonna give you a taste of something, see if you like it.
It's amazing, right? We've just been from one pub to another. Atmosphere, totally different. Here, they're playing music. I mean, that is a big difference. And I don't know. I prefer the no music. Doesn't need it.
It's a cask ale called Bro, and that's neck oil. Neck oil. You know neck oil, yeah, you had that, yeah. So it's just, I've got lagers as well, if you like.
That's the neck oil. It's good. I don't mind that. What was this one? This was the... I mean, if you're going to have whiskey, you should pair it with a cask ale, I think, right?
Vinny at Vinny's has sampled us out. Should we just like hit the road now that we've had all this? Love these Scottish bartenders, because all of them, they see the camera and they're like, ooh, like there's like a certain like hamming it up quality here that like I appreciate.
You've got Glen Kimchi, 12, delicious. You've got vanilla, you've got woods. It's good. It's not peaty. Okay. Smell it.
Where is it from?
Isla. Oh, we just heard about Isla whiskies. They're pretty heavy, right? They're pretty hardy.
But he said it's not peaty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, it's not pity.
But his name's Pete, so maybe he likes peaty.
Hold on, give me a second.
That was a terrible whiskey-related pun there. I mean, Vinny. I mean, there's also not many places that would like take the time to actually like sort you out here. I feel like some pubs they would just be like, it's like, yeah, it's Wednesday.
So this is something we've never seen. It's, as we've established, very common to order a glass of whiskey with a beer. He served it with this cute little jug of water that you can pour it in as you like. He says he prefers his neat. And I asked, do you just like have a sip of the beer and a sip of the whiskey every now and then? And he said yes. So like I'm learning so many things about Scotland, you guys.
We're gonna make it. Just had the chat of like, oh, how many, should we go to a couple more places? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, the thing with pubs also is that you kind of get settled like that last K's. You could have spent the night in it. I mean, it was like that kind of pub.
Willpower we are displaying.
Where are you off to today?
He told us Dagda. Do you like Dagda?
Where?
Dagda?
Where's that?
It's in Old Town by the university stuff. Anyway, I hope you find your way.
Yeah, thank you.
Have fun.
Thanks for looking after us.
You guys.
That's like really considerate, isn't it? If you're gonna sit on steps, why not sit in luxury?
Or an ashtray.
That is like.
So a little bit behind the scenes of a night out with Steph and Pete is that usually we actually plan this quite a lot, and we make these elaborate Google Maps, and we do a bunch of research, and we read about bars that we might like. Tonight, we've done a little bit of that, but honestly we're falling behind. We've been going hard. And so we're just going by the bartenders' recommendations. So at K-Bar, they told us to come to St. Vincent, which was lovely. And then at St. Vincent, we asked for okay, we loved K's Bar. loved it more than this one. Like, where can we find that vibe? And they told us to go to Dagda. So we're going to Dagda. This is Dagda. It was recommended by the bartender at the last place, which was Vinny's. We're running out of time. We're going real quick from now on.
Down it, down it, down it. Love it. Every single pub that we've been into tonight, we've met someone and we've chatted to someone. That
is not like being in England.
No. Well,
let's cut to the chase.
No, you're right. I mean, it's really friendly here. It's also Wednesday night, so I guess people have a little bit more time and it's like a little bit more chill. But like,
going to Moosey's recommendation or Sandy Bell?
What time does Sandy Bell close? See, Sandy Bell's, and it's a 10-minute walk, and it's in our direction, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we probably do Sandy Bell's. Oh, it's on the way?
Doghouse is on the way too. But that's, Sandy Bell sounds more. These guys don't know.
No, well, in their defense, Doghouse sounded a little bit like us, but I don't know if.
That's right. So what we're debating is Sandy Bell, which might have folk music. Woo, it's cold. Or the Doghouse, which might have penis paraphernalia and is closer. I think we go to Sandy Bell.
This is
Sandy Bell's. It was on my list, but like everybody, so most of the night we've been just going to where the last person told us to go. Nobody knew this place. And I was like, do they have folk music? And they were like, I don't know, maybe. Anyway, it's super freaking local. And there's what?
Are you guys famous? Famous? Oh.
We're not famous at all.
Okay.
But what should we know about this place?
Well, I'm also traveling, so.
Where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden. Nice. Whereabouts?
Gothenburg.
We're flying to Copenhagen tomorrow. It's not the same thing, but.
Oh, Copenhagen, but it's much more expensive.
Yeah. We're worried.
Is it a vlog? What's going on?
It is. You're part of it now. So tell us your story.
Yeah, the people have to know.
Life story.
Okay,
Start
so
from the beginning.
this is app. It's called Couchsurfing.
Yes. Oh my God.
We've heard of it.
Okay,
We've heard of it.
Highly recommend. So all of us are staying at this Couchsurfing.
No way. Everybody.
That's amazing.
Well, we haven't used Couchsurfing since like
Russia in 2010.
that was the last time we used Couchsurfing.
We quit our jobs because Airbnb did a program to travel around the world for 10 months and we were selected for it.
So you get to stay for free.
For 10 months.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
And then you started the vlogging.
And then we started the vlog.
That's why you started.
There you go.
Okay.
We have a 3-year-old we wanted to remember, but we have a baby. It's a long story. It's the end of the night. I don't know where we left you in that bar, but Sandy Bell's was freaking great. So amazing. We not only did we hear the folk music that we had been looking for. Oh. Sorry, my eye is like so red. But we also met a table of freaking Couchsurfers. And like, you guys know, I love Airbnb. We love Airbnb. Airbnb changed our lives. We've been loyal forever. But before Airbnb, like, we were Couchsurfers. And if you talk about like platforms I believe in, Couchsurfing, sleeping literally on the floor in somebody's house with like multiple other strangers. God bless them.
You know what I just remembered? I think we have a Thematic back in our hotel room.
No, we don't. We have those gross caramel bars. Sorry, Virgin. That's where you lose points from me.
No, isn't that a Thematic? No, what are they? What are those called?
Okay, we're back at our hotel. In full disclosure, we wanted to have a drink here because it's so freaking cool. We shared about it in our last video, so we don't owe anything to Virgin in this video. We just genuinely love it. Whew, Sprite. But we also genuinely are late to meet our babysitter. So I don't think we have time to go to this bar. Nobody's here. Okay, here's a look at it. That's what we don't have time for. Thank you for watching this night out in Edinburgh. if you come here. Let us know if you go to any of these great spots. We appreciate y'all. We hope you like these videos.
There'll be more.
There's some great pubs here.
Unbelievable pubs. Unbelievable people, actually. I'd say the people are better than the pubs. I need to go to bed.